What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So nice 4% gain for today for strategy. Looks like it basically recovered what was lost yesterday, and we're kind of closing back around that 420, 421 level. I'm still looking for price to break above this swing high right over here, just like it did break up above this one. So looking for this one to be next, and then a breakout of the all-time highs. So let's drag a line across this resistance zone. So we're seeing price kind of consolidate right before the resistance zone. So it's maybe forming some sort of breakout base, which is a good sign. We're still above the trend line. It's a good sign. So even if we do see another drop tomorrow, even back towards the high 380s or the 300s, it's not a big deal at all. Most likely the trend will still resume higher. So overall, slow and steady. This is a nice strong trend. You can see the corrections are small. And looks like we're still moving up at this pace. So it looks like we can probably see a breakout sometime by the end of the week, maybe even next week, up above the 440s. So let's see if that happens. So that's what I see on the daily chart, still strong, still grinding up higher. And then let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart real quick, see if we could find any similarities or differences. So this is the Bitcoin chart I look at, same drawings it has before. It looks like it's following a similar structure. It has been since this low right here at the $74,000 level. We have an impulse, sideways correction, and then a breakout higher, leading to another sideways correction, and then a breakout higher, leading to another sideways correction. So most likely this will continue trading sideways, most likely between the low $100,000 level and right up to the $104,000 level, $105,000 level before breaking out once again. So this is also forming a nice breakout base right before the all-time high and the swing that can act as resistance. So overall, still looks very strong. Nice strong trend. Not seeing a lot of rejection here. Most likely we will see price break out higher in the short term. So overall, looking good as well for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at MicroStrategy on the weekly chart. Weekly chart so far, it was looking red. Now it's back to being green, and we have also 3 more days left in the week. So most likely we might see another green week in a row. That would be the 7th consecutive green week since it made that low back over here early April. So overall, it looks very strong. Expecting price to just continue moving up higher. Looking at the log scale, more or less of the same thing, looking very strong, not overextended at all on the log scale. So still a lot of room to the upside. And I think the next target might be this one right here. We'll take a look at the channel. Probably somewhere right around the highs. So probably like $1,000. Maybe even more than that. I do have a measure move target. You can measure this leg up right here. That's all one large leg. Clone that arrow, drag it over. And this is right around 1,500. Probably by summertime. Let's see if you can get there sometime right about there, maybe. Either way, still looks pretty bullish. You can even probably extend that channel higher, something like that. So overall, still a lot of room to the upside, even if you do break out of the prior all-time high. And then my long-term target of $4,000. So let's see how that is still standing. Overall, still looks very good, but I would give one caveat that it may not be this year. It could be next year. So this was the channel right here. Price looks like it's forming a 2-tier channel. Looks like we pulled back to it just recently, bouncing off of it, moving up higher now. So it could be sometime earlier next year. So let's just mark a vertical line to represent January. So everything before this vertical line would be this year. It would need to make amazing ground, and it can, to get to that $4,000 level. However, if it takes a little bit longer, I can definitely see that happening as well. Let's just say it takes until probably May. Let's just say May of 2026, which would be right about there. So this would be May. So you have this much more room to move up higher, and especially if it continues to move at this pace, this is more sustainable. So if it were to get to the top by the end of the year, then we're going to probably see a lot more volatility. You're going to see very large swings. But if it can continue to move at the pace we're currently at, then that's a kind of a better sign. It's easier to handle for most people, easier to swallow. So you could say that it could end up later next year and still be um, an okay cycle. So Bitcoin typically tops out on that fourth year in December-ish, kind of later in the end of the year, like 2025 is supposed to be kind of like October, November, or December. But if it happens later, like even into 2026, January, February, March, April, um, it should be still fine. So again, it's very hard to say time-based targets. It's easier for me to say price-based. So I'm looking for obviously triple digits, somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000. Right about there is my target zone, and it could take a little bit longer than suspected. But I think either way, as long as we're still above this bullish trend line right over here, it's on its way towards that level. And just like an exponential trend, it will get more steeper as time goes on. So it could even get there this year. But if it doesn't, it might happen next year. But either way, I still think it can occur. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's on track to do it. So that's all I have for MicroStrategy on the daily, weekly, monthly charts. Went over Bitcoin, and most likely I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.